Hey guys, how are you? It's been a minute. For those of you who are here and those of you who watch my videos, thank you so much for being here. I did a little trip away with my children, and that took up the last couple weeks. Somehow, try to be as efficient as possible. And no matter what, it still gets the best of me. It's like the prep to go and then the trip itself and then the prep, like the dismantling coming home. No matter what, it ends up being a way bigger beast than I ever anticipate. And the thing is, I have no like village around me raising my kids. So it's just my husband and I, but it's pretty much just myself right now because my husband's job is wild this year. And because of that, I tend to be really hard on myself and I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I'm doing it too, like it's too complicated. My kids are difficult. When in reality, I think it's just a combination of things and I just shouldn't be that hard on myself. So anyways, thank you for being here and thank you for your patience. I did really want to get a video out before I left, and it just didn't work out. And so if you enjoy my content, please engage with it. As you know, it's just so helpful and supportive for the creators out here who are just feeling the nudge to create content like this on YouTube. I've been on YouTube in different sort of niches for, oh my gosh, almost 15 years now. And I love it so much. And I'm happy to see it being a platform that still thrives so much. Recently joined TikTok this year, and I really like the pipeline that goes between TikTok and YouTube. I find it really solid. So I am hoping to grow my YouTube channel, of course, through readings and like longer form readings. But right now I am focusing on that shorter form content. So if you're interested, you can find me on TikTok, which is where I curate most of my content for. It just gets the most amount of engagement, which when you're a content creator is kind of what you want to see. So you sort of go where the engagement is. TikTok has a really strong niche for tarot, like it really does. And I guess just this realm of stuff. And then I cross post to Instagram. Started out the year posting on Instagram and ignoring TikTok completely, being like, I'm too old for TikTok. And then I went on a nudge and I joined it and like really no regrets. And that was, I think I joined the 19th of August. So September, October, November, I'm coming up on 3 months. Really exciting. So all the stuff is in the description box below if you want to follow. But if ever you're like, I love her content and I just don't see readings enough from her, like go find me there. Chic Psychic on TikTok, chic.psychic, and at the Chic Psychic on Instagram. So we're going to get right into a reading here. I'll see what the collective needs to hear. It's such an auspicious time of year. We're just on the other sides of Halloween. I hope you guys had such a good Halloween. For those of you who celebrate, it rained here and everyone complained. The Jays game was happening. They were in the World Series and people said they couldn't kind of engage with trick-or-treating because of that. I honestly thought that was a bit of a cop-out. When I was young, it always snowed on Halloween, so, I mean, it wasn't snowing. And as a mom to 2 children under 6 now, my son just turned 6, I do feel like if it's kind of, you know, raining or the weather is sort of inclement, it doesn't matter because you're dressed the part because you have young children. So we made a good time of it, though the loot wasn't as good as it usually is. My kids still had fun, but I felt like, wow, this is like a little bit not as good as it could be in terms of what their bags were filled with, if you will. And now it's Scorpio season. Well, we're halfway through Scorpio season and it's November, which really is what announces Scorpio season for me for the most part. And I will be turning 43 this week, so that's a big deal. I love a birthday. And that's because my moon is in Leo. So the Leo moon in me loves a birthday, but the Scorpio sun and the Sag rising probably could care less so much. So anyways, let's get into the cards. Let's see what's coming up. Let's get some messages for you. And then we can all get on with our day, I guess. So we have the Maid here reversed with the Fence and the Lamp. I do feel like opening energy feels a little bit rigid. It feels a little bit like things aren't working out. There's a little bit of a stuckness. I am seeing someone here who should have come to your aid or come and been supportive towards you, and they have not been supportive. So that feels extremely disappointing for you is what we're getting opening energy on. Let's pull a little bit more. Can I get a few more messages? Opening energy for the YouTube collective, please. Let's see, guys. we go. The craft room is here. The fireplace, the safe, and the blender. The cat. I'm getting this feeling like, ooh, with the pet on the other side of the cat in the study room. And the clock is here. Time is running out. Time is ticking. There's a sense of time. The clocks did just go back, so maybe there's something related on that. But I'm seeing this feeling of like, look at these two pets. One is like, don't you dare. And the other one is like, do you need help? Are you okay? This one's like, are you okay? And this one's, don't you dare. So I love that. It's very cat dog energy, right? We've got some sort of chaos happening here. It's almost like there was a secret that was put out in the open unintentionally or mistakenly, accidentally. It needed to happen in order for things to move forward. Something's got to be burned down. There's a new season here. There's something that's got to be edited, removed. It's a violation of trust at some level for some of you. I'm getting so many chills. I'm going to pull from this oracle deck and then we'll move right into some actual tarot cards and see what messages we're getting for you guys. Bound for boundaries and give it a whirl. I think you're in a situation where you're like, I've got nothing to lose. Like the situation that I have been put in has shown me that I've literally got nothing to lose. Look at you. You're equal parts done and dusted and wanting to try something new and start fresh. So let's get a little more on that fresh start. Eat your words is here. Feels like you're eating someone else's words in the sense that you're like, yeah, they can just go on with their egos and do their thing. And I'm just going to sit here and focus on myself and what is available in front of me. So it's giving a little bit of the energy of like maturity, really. I'm just going to see which deck we're going to use to move forward with this reading. Are we doing that one or this one? Yeah, we're doing this one. Alrighty. Messages, please, for YouTube. Can I get a little more on this storyline? The Three of Pentacles are here, reversed. A little more on the storyline for the YouTube collective. All right. We have the Magician. We have the Three of Pentacles. We've also got the World. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Fool. Things are stalled. Things are stalled. Stars at the bottom. Ace of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. There's something on your heart. There is a romantic relationship here for some of you. And it feels like you're waiting for them to kind of like give you their cup back. You want that. You want that offer. You're waiting for it. But I am seeing that they're biting their tongue. Like and they're stuck. They are stuck. Let's find out why they're stuck. I have so many chills. This person isn't showing up the way that they should, and you're not feeling like the star that you are in this dynamic. I'm seeing you try to manifest something, but I'm also seeing this energy around like a workplace connection that has just completely failed you. Yeah, three's a crowd here. There, for some of you, there is something, there's a third party there, and this person has maybe opted momentarily. It does feel momentarily, or they're considering that third party. They're rolling the dice on that third party, and you're like, whoa, wait a second. And you're thinking, if you're going to go that way, then I'm going to go this way. Splitting the deck to the King of Wands and the Fool. I'm getting this energy like this person did not show up for you in the way that you wanted them to, the way that you expected them to. Look at this reversal here. They didn't take the risk. They chose a different path in the fork in the road, and it has really let you down. And I don't think you're staying in that feeling of being let down. I actually see you as very strong and very independent and just kind of like not taking the bait, if you will. You don't have time for games. You don't have time for this. So let's see what's going on with your person. Let's see what this person did. Let's see what their story is. Can I get cards on that? We have a person here who is giving mixed signals to the viewer. Can I get some energy on this person, please? We're opening with the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Sorry. Wow. Tongue twister here. We've got the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Swords. Can I talk? Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. These are the two cards, okay? Someone's like, I think someone's wishing you would just come for them. they're trapped in their own demise. This person is trapped in their own demise. It feels like they're telling themselves some sob story, like I had no other choice, but they're holding closed-lipped on feelings that they have, on something that they have to say to you. I think they know they owe you an explanation. Look at this, Judgment is reversed with the Four of Wands. Ooh, that feels like a little bit of a plot twist. I'm not going to lie. And Death. This person, it looks like they went back to their family. That's what I'm seeing here. There's a regrettable decision to go back to their family. Their family needed them for something. It doesn't feel like it was where they really wanted to go. They're doing it against their own instincts, against facing the reality. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, which like the cheating person, when are they not trying to have their cake and eat it too? Really? It's just, three's a crap. The Death card is on the other side of this though. So there's like this imminent ending, this sense of like things just really can't go or grow from where they are. I think they're just buying more time. They're telling themselves some story, like their actions will just pay off. They can just kind of like appease the home life situation, make it right. There's flowers there, I'm seeing even. A birthday maybe. There's something where they had to do their due diligence at home and you were like, yeah, okay. No, thank you. So yeah, workplace is here. Page of Pentacles is here. We are seeing again that like that sort of regrettable decision where this person just didn't show up for you. They had choices. They had choices and they made their choice. They made their bed. This person is not feeling good with their decision. They're not feeling good. I think this person's still very much thinking of you, but I also think this person is very used to like just indulging in these choices and just not giving themselves the responsibility, the accountability to make a choice. I am seeing for some of you, the relationship that you're dealing with this person and their home life, it needs to end. It needs to end. It's not a good relationship. There's something there that needs to actually be looked at. I am seeing like this has either affected your financial situation or your status at work. It can also be a situation where you've just end. It's the end of something with you because of this. But there's something very concrete that has taken a turn. There's a plot twist here because of their actions, solely because of their actions. Let's get some energy on how things are going to proceed. We are going to do a Celtic cross. I'm going to bring you guys a Celtic cross for this. Can I get a Celtic cross for this relationship? This person that has now basically gone backwards. They've regressed. What is going to be the future between these two people, the viewer and their person, or just the viewer? Can you just show me what the messages are that we need to have right now? Thank you. All right. We've got the Ace of Cups here crossed with the Four of Swords. Then we've got the Seven of Cups in the top position. That Seven of Cups is this card here. This is a card of options. It's a card of feeling confused. So I do sense that you kind of felt stuck regardless of how you saw this unfolding. You knew that this was kind of a stuck situation. The Lovers are at the bottom here. So yeah, we're seeing that relationship. We're seeing that strong connection, but we're seeing it sort of like constantly plagued with this wishy-washiness, this what if. It was very heavy. Wheel of Fortune is behind you, so there was an inevitable sort of like rolling the dice. I think there was a rolling of the dice in the situation, but I think there was also the possibility that this person would roll the dice on your situation. I am also seeing the Eight of Wands here in front of you. So I think that there's like, there's a payback here, but I also think there's this sense of determination on your behalf where, you know, your feelings were compromised and you're willing to look at that honorably and you're like, I'm just not going to sit with this right now. Four of Cups are here. Page of Cups are here. So there's full disappointment. We're not even ignoring that truth. There's disappointment. There's a sense of like longing for what was and what could have been. You're very much still in that situation. I think you're wishing that this person would be a little more upfront with their feelings. I do think they're also thinking about what they did. I don't think they're actually like that bad of a person. I think they're just kind of stuck. Ooh, King of Cups is here. I love to see it. I love to see it. There's an offer here. There's feelings on the table here. There's feelings that are here. They are very real feelings. I think your connection is actually very, very real. I think they're thinking about what they owe you, what they can do, given the circumstances. The Lovers are here again. So in this deck, we have two Lovers series. I think there's even three. actually, and that's another Arcana card. This one is very, very beautiful. I do feel that that is a solid foundation coming after the, is this the King of Swords? Yeah, with the King of Cups. This person knows how they feel about you. And the Emperor. This person actually doesn't play games. I think they were really stuck in a situation. Maybe it's giving the energy like maybe someone passed away in the family dynamic and they had to kind of go back to like do their due diligence, and it's kind of like messed up your dynamic a little bit. I am seeing you look at options. I'm seeing you feeling left alone. I'm seeing you feel left out. I'm seeing you feeling like I can't keep waiting. Like regardless of like what everybody's intention is here, like I'm the one on the outside of this situation. I don't have the power. I don't have the control. So I really have to figure things out for myself. And I do see you kind of, there's an opportunity that you're naming and that you're looking for and you're calling it in and it is coming for you. And look at that, the Six of Wands. I don't see this person letting you go. I don't see them letting you go. The workplace situation, kind of sabotaged for the next little while. I don't see it being realistic. I almost feel like there's something there that needs to be corrected. I think you had to leave that job, really. But I'm seeing you, there's something with friends here. There's something here where you're like, you know, I just want to have a good time. And that's what gives you energy. So there is a feeling of like coming back into yourself, a feeling of like almost renewal, or like a sense of rebirth. And there are people here who are celebrating you. It is female energy. It's a really beautiful female energy. These people are rooting for you. And I think in the moment of feeling totally devastated and lost, you do have this kind of, this group of women that are gathering around you and they're helping you see things clearly. They are helping you see things clearly. We are seeing that justice will prevail for you. And it's backed by the Judgment card, or fronted by the Judgment card, I should say. Justice card backs it. So there is something here. But financially, concretely, something has shifted. Something has shifted. Your connection is going to go to a place where it's either going to be real or it's not going to exist at all. I don't think you're giving it the time of day anymore in terms of being on the backdrop of someone's other life, if you will. You're just not interested in that. I think you're really setting this person free, and you're setting yourself free, actually, first and foremost, and then them free by just being like, listen, I see where your priorities are, and this person's watching you walk away, and they're like, oh my God, they can't let you go. They can't let you go, and honestly, I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're going to stay in the picture for the next little while, but I do think it's going to be a confusing time. Because you're kind of more powerful in the situation. You know what you want. They can't forget you. They can't let go of you. And you're not waiting around for them. So it's sort of like the ultimate relationship card of holding the power and of, I guess we could say, like playing hard to get, but you're not doing it out of the intention of playing hard to get. You're doing it out of the intention of just being like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. I want to invest in myself. It might even be like a trip plan between you and some girlfriends that sort of sets you free and gives you a moment of like rebirth. I do feel like that's on the horizon for some of you. So that's what I have for you. If you want a little more on this situation, you're welcome to book a reading with me. The link is in the description box below. And I can't remember if I mentioned it or not, but all my books open up on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until they sell out. And they book out for like 1 week at a time until they sell out. And then they'll reopen on the Sunday thereafter. So I'm wishing you such a beautiful start to November, a beautiful full moon in Taurus, coming up this 5th of November. There's a lot here. There's a lot healing. There's a lot purging. There's a lot releasing. So I'm sending you love on that front. And stay true to you, because it looks like you're doing a really good job. You're just kind of working through relationship energies that, you know, have maybe no place in time right now in the next little chunk of your life. You're really settling the score of certain situations. And I do believe that certain scenarios are presenting themselves and they're not easy to look at, but they're really pushing the needle forward in where you want to go with your life. So you're thinking really about yourself, you're prioritizing yourself, and you're tired of being second fiddle. That's the bottom line. This person in your life is not a bad person. I think it's like a badly timed connection, if you will, in terms of just chronological time, but I do think there's a very real connection there. I think it's very regrettable that this person feels, they almost feel more heartbroken than you do in the situation, and that they have to let you go because they feel really stuck because they have that other committed relationship and you're completely free. Though in your mindset, you're like, I'm not free because I'm attached to somebody who isn't free. But you've got the freedom to choose to let go of that person. So you're actually in the driver's seat right now. But you know, that doesn't mean it's easy. That doesn't mean it's easy. I'm sending you so much love and thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, loves.